Hi Taurus, welcome back. So Taurus, this is going to be your spiritual tarot reading, and we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. When I was meditating on the overall collective Taurus energy, I had two songs pop into my head. And these songs might be validation for you, take it or leave it. But the first song was Amazing Grace, specifically the very first part of the song where they say, "Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me." I think those are the lyrics. And then right on the heels of it, they were showing me clapping, and then Rihanna started playing. How about a round of applause, a standing ovation? And I honestly cannot remember the name of that song, but I'm sure you know it. She says, "You look so dumb right now, standing outside my house." Something like that. Don't mind my singing. But what an interesting mix. Think about that. You have Amazing Grace, which is this beautiful melody, right, that has upliftment to it. And then you've got this Rihanna song, which kind of seems in opposition to that. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be that the song itself resonates with you, because oftentimes it's more so the energy. But like I said, either song may resonate. And on an energy level, what I feel like is I almost get the sensation, Taurus, of giving yourself grace, okay? And not being so hard on yourself if you feel like you've made a mistake or things are feeling hectic or that you've done something wrong. This is about not beating up on yourself internally is what I'm feeling. And the energy is really dense right now, just kind of in general for the collective. But Taurus, you may notice that there's a lot of distractions going on in the environment, or that things seem to be going a bit faster than what you prefer. It's like time is coming at you as opposed to flowing to you is kind of what I'm getting. So just know that the entire collective is kind of feeling that energy, not just you. And this too shall pass. But there's something here about needing to give yourself the grace, and they gave me the word fortitude, which is really interesting because I got specifically the word fortitude in Sagittarius's reading. Some of you are connecting to a Sag or have that in your chart. But either way, it's just like giving yourself some sort of grace, okay? And yeah, let's see what else is going on in the energy and get some tarot cards out and get specific for you. So I'm going to get an overall energy card here. How did I know the card of complexity would show up? This is that energy I was talking about earlier. It's kind of an irritating type of vibe, you know? It's like the puzzle pieces aren't coming together, not really feeling like you're in the flow. Things being more complicated than they need to be. And maybe even some contradictions going on within your own energy of, on one hand, you know, kind of being your own saving grace, and then on the other hand, kind of beating up on yourself internally. And it's like needing to make amends with those two versions of yourself, or those two energies coming through, because there's something to be learned here. And I think what you're learning, Taurus, is around the idea of transformation, and how what you're vibrating internally, how that also gets mirrored back to you through the external environment. And so sometimes things seem more complicated than they need to be because we are making it more complicated than it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like finding out what part you're playing into the energy or into a situation. Okay. So let's get an angel card. I'm going to get a guidance card, but I'm not going to read it to the end to see how it fits into the reading. And you have the Empress out. I also noticed that I feel like not foggy per se, but I feel like I'm trying to think of like 300 million things at the same time. Like you know, like when you've got your computer open and you have like 15 different browsers open and they're all converging. That's kind of what I feel. And don't mind my dogs if you can hear them in the background, right? Can't help it. But yeah, it's like a very busy type of energy, but it's busy in the mind. Do you know what I'm saying? And when we get busy in the mind, it often plays out into, like I said, the external reality, right? So think about what are you focused on, Taurus? And I heard simplify it. You needing to simplify something in your life, or look at it from a different angle that allows you to simplify something. Let's get into the cards. So you have the Empress here, which is Taurus energy to me. But this talks about abundance and patience and being that earthy, grounded Taurus that you are. Not letting other people or situations or external events push you too far, okay? Or push you into a direction that you don't want to go. I just feel like, Taurus, this is a time where you're going to need to pull on all of your extra strengths as being a fixed sign, where you are able to stay practical and stay grounded regardless of what's coming at you, okay? So is that you don't overcomplicate things. And I don't even know if this reading is making sense. It's almost like, I don't know. It's a weird vibe. I don't know if you've been feeling a little off lately, but it's a weird vibe. And I have a song playing in my head now. Oh, it's a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe. I don't know who sings that. But now let's go into the thought space and see if we can go a little bit deeper, right? I'm going to start here in the thoughts, and then we're going to go into the emotional space, and then we're going to go into the larger spiritual picture. I just got a huge heat wave. Now they're giving me the song Heat Wave. I almost feel like I've gotten a hot flash or something. Like all of a sudden I'm sweating. I don't know if some of you, especially my feminine Tauruses, you're having hot flashes, or maybe it's just like this rush of adrenaline almost coming through. I feel all over the place. And I'm sure this reading is maybe a little bit all over the place, but I'm going to keep going with it because I'm getting this energy for a reason. So maybe you are feeling that way, Taurus. So like things are a bit all over the place. You know, like the heat is rising. I heard the temperature is rising. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the thought space then. They keep wanting to give me a Grease song, which I also got in Sagittarius's reading. But I got Grease Lightning in the Sag reading, but now I'm getting the movie Grease, but a different song. And it's where he says, I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Because the power you're supplying is electrifying. Go look up that song. Getting all kinds of stuff here. All right, so Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, the Wheel. So I heard a wheelhouse of ideas. It's like there's a surge of energy coming in for you, Taurus. And as I say that, I'm getting like surges of energy as well. But it's almost like electrifying. Like you're summoning a lot of energy to you, but then you're not allowing it in. And it's almost like a surge. So it could feel a little bit uncomfortable. It could feel like your mind is racing. It could feel like things external from you are speeding up. And yet you're keeping up. Kind of. It's complicated because I also feel like you have a couple thought trains running on in your head. All right. But I feel this desire here, Taurus, or this encouragement from Spirit to stay practical, stay patient with yourself. Don't lose your cool. You know, don't let this push you into an uncomfortable direction, okay? Because really what's happening in your thought processes, there's a lot you want to get done, or there is a lot to get done. This is like I said, summoning a lot of things to you, but then getting a little bit overwhelmed in the energy. So there's some sort of action here that's been on your mind, and in divine timing, all things will come to pass, is what they're saying. But it's like, don't rush it, Taurus, because I feel like some of you want to rush into something, or you're overcomplicating something because it's this surge of energy. I do feel like you've been running something through your mind for a while now, and then I heard kickstart. It's almost like you're so eager to get kickstarted in life or in a job or in a relationship, whatever this is, that you are like kickstarting your own energy, or you're bordering possibly overthinking something, okay? Or overdoing something, overstimulating yourself. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's taken me this whole time to get that word, overstimulation. There is an overstimulation going on in the thought process. It's just like they keep wanting to give me different things to think about. So it's like you're thinking about this, and then you're thinking about this, and then you're thinking about this, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about this. You know what I'm saying? So you're putting all of these thoughts into motion, right? And now it's almost like the universe is responding to every single thought all at once, and now you're getting this mixed bag of energy in return. And, you know, it's like, whoa, where did that come from? It feeling like an energy surge. They said I can't concentrate. So it could be also too that you're having difficulty concentrating. You know, you have so many different things running through your mind that you're having difficulty concentrating possibly. This is uncomfortable, okay? I'm not gonna lie. You might be comfortable with it, I don't know, but I feel a bit uncomfortable right now, you know? Let's go deeper and look at what's going on in the emotional space. So I do want to say on the plus side, though, that you're getting a lot of good ideas and downloads during this time as well. That is going to bring you some sort of luck. And like I said, this energy is going to pass, right? So don't get too upset about it. Don't overcomplicate it, because what's coming out of this is a lot of new inspired thoughts and a lot of inspired action, right? It just could feel like a little bit overwhelming at first. See what the emotional space is for you, Taurus. 6 of Wands, the Chariot, 5 of Cups. There's that drain, that emotional drain. 8 of Swords, followed by the 8 of Swords, of course, and the 6 of Pentacles. So, what this is saying to me, Taurus, is that good things are on their way to you. But you gotta keep your energy on the ground, okay? So if you start getting all in your head and you try to entertain too many things at once, you're gonna overcomplicate it and you're gonna miss the boat. So it's really important that you pay attention, right? And clear your mind as often as you can, whether that be through meditation or just sitting in silence for a while. I think that will help. There is like success here and things moving forward and this feeling of success. It's almost like you're getting a taste of success. You're getting super excited, and then it's like, shoo, you want to like skate past something, or you want to go from A to Z, and it's like it just doesn't work like that. And then what you end up doing is mentally or emotionally exhausting yourself, and then kind of doubting and starting to get insecure and starting to feel like, oh, I don't got this, which is all fear-based thinking and not serving you, only to find out, you know, later on that you got this. You're fine. You know, it's coming in. What you want is here. So it's like, if you try, some of you are trying too hard to look into the future, or you're worried about future events, and how's that going to come into fruition, and how's that going to come into fruition, and you're trying to map it out before you're ready. And they're saying you need to take it one day at a time, Taurus, because success is guaranteed as long as you stay on the path of inspiration, which a lot of you are on right now, which is why you're getting this surge of energy, right? Which may feel uncomfortable at first, but hear me out. As time passes over these next week, days, you'll start to see solutions where there once was problems. It's like the solutions are going to present themselves to you, and your stress or your worry over it is not going to help the situation. It's just going to make you miserable in the meantime. So what they're saying is to best you can just allow things to come naturally, and as a Taurus, you're usually pretty good about this, okay? This almost feels like a lot of air energy. Some of you could have significant air placements or be dealing with one. But yeah. I heard, I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. That seems random. Something about hand holding. So here's what I'm getting. Hand holding, they're showing me hands with gloves, handle with care, handle. It's all in how you handle it. Sorry, it's like messages are coming in like increments. Something about hand holding here, okay, as well. Handle yourself with care. Oh, okay, so the Rihanna song is coming back. So some of you, what this is, this emotional drain, is you beating up on yourself, thinking you should have done something better, you should be better at this, or you should be so much farther by now, and, you know, thinking those thoughts that don't serve you. And that's why they're saying, you know, give yourself grace. Grace. Give yourself grace. I actually feel tension building up between my shoulder blades and my back. Some of you might be experiencing like physical manifestations like that. Some of you, like, you're in a rush to get something done or over with. Maybe your work day, especially if you're watching this at work. You know? Whew, I almost have to breathe. I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed. So, higher spiritual picture here. 4 of Cups, the Emperor, the Page of Cups, the 10 of Wands. So, Taurus, there's something here that you're ignoring, okay? That Spirit is trying to show you. And I feel like it's the brighter side of things. And it's almost like feeling like things are not going to improve when improvement is already here. You just haven't come to the actualization of it, the realization of it. Okay, I feel like you're getting back into control here, Taurus, and it's like helping you to open up your mind. Some of you, you're opening up your mind to different ways of doing things, possibly when it comes to work or travel. It's like a lot of unnecessary burdens, okay, that could be lifted or will be lifted through some sort of new inspiration or new idea that you're having. It's like you know this should be easier. You know this should be easier, but it's like just not feeling that way in the moment. And Spirit is saying, yes, 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 it is easier. It can be easier. It can be easier, but you're focused in the wrong way, especially on the days or during the moments that you're beating up on yourself, because it's not that complicated, right? Just be patient in the energy. I heard some of you are trying to ignore the way that you're feeling about something, and Spirit is saying, don't ignore the way that you feel. Honor the way that you feel. Respect the way that you feel. Care about how you feel, but don't ignore how you feel. Okay? There is something opening up here as well when it comes to connections and possibly networking. FYI. But it's like thinking you know everything that you need to know, and then realizing that you're learning something new every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like some of you, you're being so hard on yourself because you're like, I should know better, or I should be at the top of my game. And Spirit's saying, well, what fun would that be? Isn't it about the journey? Right? Don't you love learning new things about yourself, about others? Isn't that fun? Realizing new things. There's a big encouragement to push the Taurus energy to be able to see things from that perspective. I heard the dawning of a new day, and then there's a song coming through. Paula Abdul. I'm not sure, I could only hear it. Or maybe it was Janet Jackson. I don't know. I don't mean to pause, but it's coming through now. Cause I'd like to be with you. Want me to. Okay, sorry, it took me a minute. Come on, baby, let's get away. I wanna take you on an escapade. We got it made. Okay, that's definitely Janet Jackson. I'm sorry that took me a minute. I didn't mean to pause that long, but I was actually seeing the movie video, the music video before I was hearing the song, and I was trying to identify it in my mind, but that's what it is. I think it's called Escapade. Some of you, maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you need to go on an escapade. Maybe you want to run away from a situation. I don't know. Check out that song. All right. So it says, we are the world and exhaustion. Do not push yourself to the point of exhaustion, Taurus. You're only one person. You can only do so much in a day. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself some grace, okay? Like, for real. And now they're giving me that song again. Let's have a good time. Leave your worries behind. On an escapade. Good old Janet Jackson. Leave your worries behind, right? So this says ripeness. Yes, because there's something coming to fruition either way. Okay, so you're going to enjoy the journey as it comes to you, as whatever this is comes into fruition, or you're going to fight the current. They're saying it would feel much better if you just allowed yourself to go with the flow, all right? So let's see what the guidance card was that I got at the beginning of the reading. It says love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. So you are worthy of receiving and giving love and compassion to yourself. Yeah, grace. So I'm going to leave this one here. Please do let me know if it resonated. Zodiac signs that you may be dealing with or have in your own birth chart. I felt Sagittarius. There's a lot of correlation between this reading and Sagittarius. Check that out if you have Sag in your chart. But I also have Taurus here. I also have Aries and Cancer and Pisces energy here. All right. But it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Cancer energy over here, if I didn't say that. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do go live there. I've got lots of videos on Facebook, not necessarily about tarot, but just fun stuff. So check me out, Tarot Time with Dana, linked in the description box as well as the About section. For those of you who'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section as well by clicking on the donation link. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there, and I love you so much, and I'm wishing you all of the best. Until next time, my friends, namaste.